everybody. It's me, Nick, from the Peoria Riverfront Museum. Happy Thor's Day. Thanks for tuning in to our virtual Peoria Riverfront Museum. Got another science thing for you today. Today we're going to do a chemical reaction. So chemicals are everywhere. They're made of atoms. We eat chemicals, we drink chemicals. There's a chemical everybody knows. This is H2O. It's a chemical made of hydrogen and oxygen. It's water. And we're not going to use the water for the chemical reaction. We're going to use these two chemicals, which are also liquids, like water. One of them is an isocyanate, and it looks kind of like syrup. And the other one is an amine, and it looks kind of like honey. And it gets its name because it's derived from a different chemical called ammonia, which gets its name from an ancient Egyptian god named Amon. And you might also, if you're older, heard of amino acids, which are made of amines. That's what DNA codes for. And those amino acids stick together in different ways to make proteins. We're going to mix the amine with the isocyanate, two different chemicals, and get them to react. And in a chemical reaction, we're going to have atoms from one chemical changing places with atoms from another chemical, and we'll get two new different chemicals as a result. So I'm going to pour the amine in the isocyanate, and I'm supposed to mix this together like 100 times. So you guys can count to 100 times while I'm stirring this around at home. Stir this around 100 times and get all those atoms from both of the chemicals mixed together so we can make new chemicals. Another common chemical reaction you're all familiar with is fire, where oxygen from the air reacts with another substance, another chemical, usually with carbon atoms in another chemical. And fire also creates heat. This chemical reaction is also creating heat. And I can feel the cup getting a little bit warmer, so something's happening. Have they done it 100 times yet? Maybe getting close. All right, now let's watch as this new chemical is created right before our eyes. It's overflowing. You can tell it's a liquid right now. It's overflowing. So it's falling down, just like if we put too much water in the cup, it would fall down. So right now we're getting another liquid. We're also making a gas. And I can feel the heat from the reaction. You might even see some water vapor coming up. But very quickly, after turning to that new liquid, that liquid solidifies. And so now instead of a liquid, we have a solid. It's a foam, a type of plastic called polyurethane. It's a little bit sticky there. But you might hear it popping a little bit as those gases that it makes pops. But it's also filled with a bunch of air cavities. So very low density, much larger substance than we had to begin with, very low density. And this is made in the real world for very practical purposes, for insulation. It's made for buildings to keep heat either inside the building or outside the building, depending on whatever the temperature is. Now, if you like this and you want to try this at home, we get our materials from a place called looseinTheLab.com. So you can go to their website and you can order those, and you can do stuff like this at a birthday party. Or when we get back to opening up the Peoria Riverfront Museum, we can do stuff like this at birthday parties at the museum, which is pretty fun. So hopefully you enjoyed that chemical reaction. If you have any science questions or suggestions, go ahead and leave a comment and we'll try to answer them and get back to you. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, thanks to our museum members and Visionary Society members for your support. And I'll see you guys next Thursday. Toodaloo.